gentlemen, it is now 6 o'clock on my side. Danny, what's up? What
Seven
time it is
o'clock
on your
over
side?
here. Seven. Oh no, 6:59. 6:59. Holding on to that last minute, but it's
We
on the
holding
way.
on. We can hold
Yeah.
on. We can hold on. We can do this.
Okay. Now it's
Ain't no,
seven. Now it's seven. Here you go.
now
Here
it's
you go.
7, so it's 6 on my side. Hey,
All
look,
right.
they, Danny, I had a hard time coming up with an intro for all this because
Right.
this is a powerful moment in our
Right.
relationship.
Right.
Um, so before we do anything, before we start this
Right.
whole podcast, let me say the disclaimer for those that live. We live on YouTube. We live on Riverside.com. We up and popping. But before we get anything, I'm gonna read a disclaimer.
Talk your.
The view and opinions. What?
My
What's up?
bad. My bad. My bad. I was supposed to say nothing. My bad. I messed it up already. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. My bad.
All right, hold on. Let me get serious real quick.
All right. All right.
The views and opinions of Daniel and Philip are just that, opinions. We don't mean any harm by expressing truth. Our thoughts do not represent any group, organization, or affiliations. All our thoughts are intended with a purpose to make you think. We only hope that you think about the beauty of life for the next 8 weeks. An appearance on this podcast does not constitute an endorsement of any kind for informational purposes only. Now that we're done with that.
That was dope. Wait, audience. He did that by himself. You know what I mean? I didn't help him at all. Not that he needed my help, but you know what I mean. Like that was dope. That was
now
clean.
that we got that out the way.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a magical moment because this man needs no introduction. I would love to sit here and give him an introduction, but I'm gonna let him go first because he deserves this moment. He deserves it. Danny, do your thing, big boy.
Well, I'm Danny Graybeard. That's Gray with an E, and from the Bronx, born in Brooklyn. I usually don't tell people. Well, every once in a while I might mention Brooklyn, but I was born in Brooklyn. Raised in the Bronx during my teen years, and Philip and I, we go back. Matter of fact, Philip, I thought about it earlier today. This is going to be 3 decades, brother. Three decades.
Yes, sir.
That's Yes, sir. And we got cool in high school. Philip is
wait, don't give it away. Wait. Introduce yourself, brother. We got a whole hour for that.
I mean, what can I say, man? My pops had 6 kids. I'm the third. You know what I mean? I don't know how to introduce myself. I started growing my locks out after when he got sick, I started growing my hair out. He was trying to get me to grow my hair out when I was a kid. I didn't want to do it. And a lot of things that he taught me, I'm starting to implement it now. And surely about it. I had my own business, the fragrance business, wholesale and retail and all that. Andalusian Perfumers. I was a founder of that. Dabbled on my own, did Nasal Utopia, and we trying to open up another avenue with the podcast, and it's my first time talking live to thousands of millions and hundreds of millions of billions of people, whoever's listening. So we're gonna see what's up,
Ladies and gentlemen, my intro was short, man. Phil, aka or BK, Dr. Bailey, BK Mush from Harlem.
Holding on to Mush, bro. Not letting Mush go at all.
Nah, we're not letting that go, man. But
Dollar Bill, man. I know you was Dollar Bill.
Everybody know me as Dollar Bill. Mush.
Yeah.
It's one or the other, man. It's one or the other.
And Michael Jackson. R.I.P. All right, my bad. You should have. All right, my bad. I'm jumping ahead.
This podcast is not possible because first of all, this podcast is a revival to the original Belly Gang and Friends podcast. You can find that on Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, the original. This is a revival. And the reason why this podcast came to be, I guess, Danny, we could get into that now.
Right.
People are asking us why. Why are we doing this? Why? There's a million podcasts. Everybody got something to say. I want to take it back to homecoming. Shout out to Show You, by the way. Show You alumni in the building. You already know what it is.
No doubt. Me too. I graduated also.
If they check your Instagram, they already see the pictures.
True.
But let's go back to homecoming.
Right.
You've been in my ear for quite some time about bringing back the podcast. Tell the people why you wanted that podcast back.
Just to have an avenue for us to communicate and connect people that look like us. And I didn't know how important it was until homecoming, just want to influence people to do things that they never thought they'll do, step out their comfort zone. For instance, like I don't have any experience doing any podcasting. You do. And I got to give you your flowers. You are a trendsetter to me because I'm like, Philip, you got you were in mass communications, you held down the Shaw Radio, and you started the Billy Gang and Friends a minute ago, and I wanted to do it even back then. I wanted to be a part of it. I think we discussed it. I think we discussed it last year, but I wasn't ready for it. So I'm glad you ain't hold my feet to the fire. I wasn't ready for it. So timing is everything. Everything happens for a reason. It took me a bit to even muster up the courage to even participate in this one. But yeah, you were the reason why, just to start it over again, because the topics you spoke about, the experience you have, and on a little bit on my end, I've been told I have a voice for radio over the airways or digital, however is transmitted now. And I just want to try something new. So I appreciate you extending your platform to me.
Listen, my platform is a platform for everybody that knows me, man. It's just a beautiful thing that the Billy Gang Friends podcast, we stopped producing episodes.
Right.
We didn't die. People kept asking us about it. Shout out to the executive producer of this podcast, April the Great. I had to give her a shout out.
Of course.
But she's the executive producer of this podcast, and she was all for it. She was the one that was like, "Oh yeah, y'all two need to be on the air. Y'all two need to." People love to hear y'all conversations because they're funny conversations, but they're also inspirational, educational.
Right.
We're at a bar. It's November 2025. We're at a bar talking about the podcast. What can we do? How can it help people? Is it going to be one of these podcasts trying to make money off? Is a limited run? We both decided, I think you could agree, a limited run was necessary.
Yeah.
Too much access and people think they owe you. But if you just give them a limited and if
a
people
sample.
want more, sample.
Yeah. I got you.
Holler at me. So it's two geniuses on the screen. You only get this for 8 months, 8 weeks.
Right.
Told you in the disclaimer. 8 weeks.
He said months though. He said months.
No, I didn't say
that
months.
You never know. You never know. Yeah. So, this might catch on like wildfire.
Got not my wife's approval, but I got her blessing because she supported it. She's the co-founder of the original. So we had to plug her.
Big shout out to April.
Big shout out. And then we dropped trailers. You know what I mean? It took me a minute.
Wait.
It took me a minute to drop trailers though.
Let me and you know what? Let me give you your props again, because like I text you, I was watching the story for like 5-10 minutes straight. Cause I'm like, yo, the picture is fire. And when you first put it on, when I first saw it, I think like I didn't really hear the song that well. Like, it was like white noise. But when I went back to it, I was like, oh, this is fire. I feel like the picture complemented the song and vice versa. So it was dope. Every time the song, my story was over, I went right back to it. So shout out to Dr. Philip for putting this together, for real. You dope for that.
So I want to explain to everybody why I chose a little bit of light in that theater, right? Because to most people, the podcast was dead. No more episodes. So it was dark. Right. There was a little bit of light because everybody kept asking for it. So when I sat down, you don't see my face, you just hear my voice. You go, let's talk. Now it's like, yo, who's that? What's this about? Why can't I see him? Why is it just looks like a shadow? Right. And the next show drops, I'm in a room full of screens and movie posters, images. And that's when I think this podcast needs to leave images in people's heads, especially about the 8 topics we chose. Right. I think it's going to leave a lot of positive images. And plus, y'all getting homework. I wouldn't be Dr. Bailey if I didn't give nobody homework at the end of each episode. Y'all getting homework. Don't worry about that.
Right.
Um,
Talk to him.
but we wanted something. We just don't want to talk on a podcast. We want to talk about something that people are scared to talk about. And I think that's the difference between you and I. Like, as we grew together, we started really talking about stuff that most men would be scared to talk about.
Right.
And on top of that, they don't put that in podcasts now because they're scared they would get yanked off the show.
Right.
I don't own nobody. This is Bailey everything. Everything you see around us is Bailey. Even this
No,
bottle of glass of whiskey.
I'm about to say show him. Yeah. Show it to him.
Dr. Bailey. Everything is
Hey,
Bailey.
that's
Bailey
dope.
owned.
That's dope.
We're self-employed. We don't
That's
need
dope.
sponsors. Let's do it. So, with that being said,
Yes.
we dropped
Introduction,
trailers.
right?
You dropped trailers. Now we here. Now we at the podcast.
Right.
I want to thank you for letting me help you get over this hurdle to the public. So this is a very special moment for me. So I'm really happy about this. Man.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
So this is going to be a fun podcast for the next 8 weeks. Every Friday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm be the co-host, Dr. Phil. My man, this Danny Gravy, I gotta get used to this, man. I really gotta get used to this.
Yo, you see the gray right here, brother. You see the gray right here, man.
Yo, I'm gonna do a throwback. I'm used to half man, half amazing.
Wow.
Yo,
you know there might be a few people on here that don't even know who that is, man. You know what I mean?
I'm used to that.
Yeah. But that was braids me. That was braids or low haircut me. You know what I mean?
No,
that was a long time ago.
That was a minute.
That was long ago. Yeah.
That was a tag. But listen, this very first episode is very simple. It's about friendship. True or false? I think we and Danny, I don't know. Tell me how you feel. Do you feel when it comes to friendship? Knowing our relationship for the last 30 years.
Right.
Do you feel like that word friend is thrown around loosely?
I do feel friend is thrown around loosely. I actually saw a post somewhere that said to categorize people accordingly. Co-workers, associates, classmates, few others. You can't call everyone your friend. I don't even consider you a friend. You already know you my brother. So, but yeah, everybody can't be a friend. There's different classifications and a circle within a circle. You can't, and then you can't even bring certain friends around other friends. It's a whole thing. But yeah, everybody doesn't deserve that term.
I bring that question up because I remember leaving 8th grade from Catholic school, and I remember like I had questions of whether or not I was going to finish high school.
Right.
Even then, I kind of knew like I wasn't going to finish high school.
Right.
Because I went to King. I didn't know anybody at King. I was supposed to go to leadership and public service.
Where's that?
That used to be near the World Trade Center.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep.
I was supposed to go there, but I guess I got into a fight and they didn't want nobody fighting in the last year. Whatever, it was something crazy. So they put me in King, and I'm in King. I don't know nobody. I only know I'm keeping the buck. I only know a couple of Bloods from Harlem. That's about it.
Right.
We're talking 96 going into 97.
What? Oh, but you were you there in September?
Yeah, I was there.
Like first day of school, you were there in King.
First day of school, yeah, but I didn't go to class.
I'm only asking because I started late, and like myself, I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go to Park West when because I was in the hospital. That's crazy. It's been 30 years since I was in the hospital, and my pops had we went to I forgot. There's a building that you go to register for high school. We went there. It was like the end of September. So I didn't go to King until the beginning of October. And the counselor or associate said that it's either King or Park West. But Park West is dangerous and they always fight. I said, don't put me over there. So that's how I know I was able to make that change. So yeah, and then we met because we had the same business. We had the same homeroom.
Yeah, so I'm walking the homeroom. I don't know nobody. and I'm just like, I'm just going through the motions, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And we get in homeroom, and we giving out bus passes, and they say Bailey. We both get up.
Yep. Nah, it was just attendance. It wasn't because I never got a bus pass. I never got a bus pass. Unless you talk about the student Metro card, the student card.
Yeah, but it was homeroom, right? We was in homeroom.
Yeah. It was homeroom. Mr. Henry. Yeah, I'll never forget his name. Yeah. Haitian dude. Yep.
But they called our names.
Right.
We both get up. I'm like, yo, that good. It was crazy, man. Ever since then, it's been one.
Nah, it was crazy because you couldn't tell me I wasn't the only Bailey. So it was. He said Daniel Bailey, and then he said Philip Bailey. So we went to go. We had to pick something up from it might have been the Metro card. So I was like, your last name Bailey, and you said, yeah, that's my last name. What's your last name? I said that's my last name too, and that was it. Like shit was like, oh, I didn't mean to curse, but it was like a brother who was born since then. Like I said, I never met anyone up until then. I've never met anyone with my last name or our last name. Yeah,
it was dope. It was dope, man. And I was like, I went home and told my mom's. I'm like,
me too.
I met a kid in King.
Yeah,
too. Dad hopping around in the Bronx.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
And I kept, me and my mother had a weird relationship, but it started this, and that train just started, man. And
right.
Says, even fast forward, even when I dropped out, you were on me. You were like, yo, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, and then it gets to that part where what you just said, you put friends, like everybody can be your friend.
Right.
Like you got to compartmentalize certain people, and you done that at an early age.
Right.
Like there was certain cats I used to bang with in King that you just didn't tolerate.
Right.
And at my young age, I didn't understand. I was like, "Yo, Danny, child." He was like, "Nah, Phil, that ain't me."
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, compartmentalize.
Yeah. As I got older, I understood your vibe. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, he ain't really vibing like that." Like, you was really telling me something without realizing it, man.
I didn't know, man. I didn't know I was wise back then. I did. I was just going off the top. Yeah, I was just going based off of my intuition and picking up on people's energy and knowing who's for me, who's not for me. So, yeah.
But now, I want to talk about friendship again, true or false, because I think, like you said, it's thrown around loosely. People need to departmentalize. My belief is that you have to earn that title with me.
Right.
I think you could contest to this.
Yeah.
When we got the show, I was trying to make everybody my friend. I wanted to be cool with everybody.
Right.
And between you and your father, aka I call him Dad, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Great mentor to me. Between you and Dad, y'all was pulling me to the side, like, yo, Bill, focus on you, and everything else will come.
Right.
And I was trying to play both sides, and it hurt me a lot, but it made me who I am today. I want you to talk about the experience of choosing bad friends and how that impacted you.
Choosing bad friends. You don't really know how bad a friend is until they do something against your moral code, your value. And I don't. You have some people that do things intentionally and unintentionally, and I try to give people grace. I try to give people grace, and I try to extend, just to say, he didn't mean it, but it's like a couple strikes, if you do the same thing or something of that magnitude, then I have to distance myself from you. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? It reminds me of a story that you and I went through.
Right.
And I'm going to fast forward our timeline so people can understand this. So I think around 1997, I dropped out of school.
Right.
Getting money, running the streets.
No. It was 99. 99.
97. It was 97 I dropped out, but 99 I went to Job Corps. I was still playing around in school. Yeah, I was still playing around in school though.
Oh.
I never went like between 97 and 99. I ain't go to class. I was just in the hallways. I was cutting up. Miss Klein
Wow.
was trying to put, it was wild. It was a wild time to be alive.
All right.
It was a wild time. But I want to go back to 99.
Right.
I'm at Job Corps. And this is, you know how you choosing bad friends? I'm
Yeah.
choosing bad friends, right? And I call you on the phone. It's me, you, and a couple other cats. I won't say their names.
Right.
We're on the phone. You know where I'm going with this.
I don't, but I'm excited to hear where it's going.
Yeah. Yo, it's 1999, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in Job Corps. The judge said if I get a GED and I don't have no fights in Job Corps, they'll expunge my record.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Yes.
I'm on the phone.
Yes.
Everybody's clowning me on the phone. Like, you're not back home. Boom, 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 boom. Right?
Right.
You're the only one that said, yo, you know, if Philip gets his GED, he goes straight to college, right? And beat all of us at it. And I'm sitting there like, man, I ain't going to no college, man. I'm about to get out. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get on the good foot. Boom, boom, boom.
Word.
Do you believe? And this is a straight question that everyone needs to ask themselves.
Right.
Friendship should always involve picking someone up. Do you believe that?
Of course. I feel as though it's like your responsibility. Not like it is your responsibility, your duty to keep someone level-headed. Sometimes you can't see the big picture, you know, and it's like a brotherhood. Like, you know, there's a saying, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. So sometimes you're gonna have somebody that's slacking, just carry the weight. I mean, I do a lot of things out of, you know, I treat people how I want to be treated. And that bleeds into my friendships. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm falling apart, if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I would want you to come to me and be like, yo, Danny, you know you're supposed to be doing this, X, Y, and Z. But like, why aren't you doing it? Like, put your foot on my neck, because I would put my foot on your neck. So why not? You know?
Absolutely. Hey, you know, I hung up that phone call, and I'm 17 at the time. I don't know no better. I'm like, I ain't going to college. Man, screw that. That's for Danny. Danny can be college boy. I'm in the hood. I'm going back to Harlem. I'm going back in the corner. I'm going to get some bread. Yeah. And so I'm working across the street from the World Trade Center. You go to college. You call me. And you go, yo, Phil, you don't forget. You pick up a conversation almost 9 months later again and go, yo, Phil, you need to come down here to college, man. It's popping. Yo, you can play ball. You can do all that Michael Jackson stuff, man. You can come down here. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Tell the people what you did next. And this is what good friendship does.
So what
you did next?
I'm gonna tell them what I did was I went and got a college application from financial aid, and I didn't use any fax machine. I didn't get a stamp. I didn't drop it off at the post office, UPS. I was the carrier, so I think I had it in a manila envelope. So one day I was back Shaw University, for those that don't know, is in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I carried it from Raleigh, North Carolina to Bronx, New York, brought it with me to World Trade Center. Philip was behind this office desk. They had to buzz you in to get to the back. Forgot what kind of office it was. It was dim. Couple lights were on, couple lights were off. This is how I remember it. This is from my vantage point. Yeah. So in front of everybody, I was like, yo, this is for you. Sign it. Fill it. No, I said, fill it out. I'm bringing it back. That's it. This enough. Whatever you got going on here, this is the end of it. This the end of it. That's it. And you filled it out. I put it back in the manila envelope. I brought it with me, and the rest is history, man.
But that experience, like making sure that your friend reaches his full potential,
right?
Going above and beyond for your friend,
right?
How much, as a good friend, your return on investment when we graduated together,
right?
How much sense of pride did you have knowing that I helped this young man who could have been stuck in Harlem,
right,
graduate from an HBCU? I know you felt some type of pride in that.
I don't think it was pride though. I feel as though it was more like a sense of honor. maybe pride, but it's more so like honor. Like like a sense of morality. It was the right thing to do. If I was, like I said, if I was falling off, if I wasn't where I was supposed to be, I know you would have done it for me. At least that's what I would. That's what I would have hoped. And the crazy thing about it is, you're the only person that I thought about doing it for. When I went to Shaw and I was a semester in. It just clicked. It just said Philip needs to be here, point blank. It was like an episode off of A Different World, so to speak.
Mm.
And yeah, I was just doing what needed to be done. Just it was my responsibility. I just had to fulfill it. I can't explain it any other way, man. It just and to add to that, it was I saw you. I always see your potential, and I saw it way more. Well, I don't want to measure it. I saw your potential when we were younger, and I just wanted to make sure I did my part to get wherever your path was going to take you. I just wanted to start things, be the catalyst.
To that point, I truly believe that friendship is always about looking at someone's character and potential and investing in that potential, because they will turn around and invest in your potential. It's a full circle where everyone in that circle is invested in everyone else's potential and they're building each other up.
I'm gonna tell you this though, not to cut you off. I didn't even look at like what's in it for me. I didn't
Right.
look at it. I didn't look at it like, let me get Philip into college. He graduate and we can start a computer empire, or we can uh,
Right.
become rappers and go platinum. I didn't think any of that. It wasn't any type of agenda. It was just me wanting to see you achieve whatever dreams you had, whatever it looks like for you. Because because I saw your potential, and I'm studying a little bit because I saw your potential. I wanted to make sure that you were successful, and I wanted to help you with that genuinely.
Right. I think that's the point, right? And so
Yeah,
when you invest in someone, if you're truly doing it from your heart, you're not
right.
looking for anything. You're not looking for anything.
Nah,
You're
nah,
just doing it just to do it. And
right.
then whatever happens, happens, but at least you've done your part. And
Exactly.
I think in today's society, when people throw around that word friend, they always got a hidden agenda. There's a hidden motive. You
Right.
see it all over social media, you're seeing it on the news. We take this word friend and we apply it to everybody. And we don't understand everyone's full potential. We don't understand people's hidden agenda. So when things happen and go astray, we go, well, he was my friend. And my question is always, well, how much did you know your friend?
Mm,
Because if they did X, Y, and Z, and you called them your friend, then that tells me that your selection in naming friends is kind of off. And so I used the example that you did with
that's a
me.
doctor of you, bro. Yeah, I was eloquently put. You ain't stutter or nothing. That was dope. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, you're right.
But it's it's part of that whole. This generation has it all twisted, and I think as men, especially as men, we want to call everybody our friend because they give us hookups, they give us shorties, they do all this for us. But deep down, what are they doing to make you a better person? I think you were on the right track even at a young age. Like we had a lot of friends together. Shout out to all our friends, all.
Of course, of course.
But I think it's safe to say that because we share an interest in where we want to see each other succeed,
Right,
people stick around us because it's contagious. If you when you look at our lives, like let's talk about
right. You're right. You're
let's
right.
talk about experiences, right?
Right,
We both had a Shaw U experience. We both went to HBCU.
right. Graduated. I would.
Graduated too.
Okay, because when people talk to him,
But
talk to
so
him. Yeah,
we both had that we both shared the HBCU experience.
right.
But we also had the experience of like me, you helped me relive what I should have experienced in high school.
Mm. I didn't
Talk
even
to the
look at it like that.
talk to the people about the dancing because I feel like because of the
Oh
dancing,
man, this is
you
my
got
favorite part. Go ahead, my bad.
because you got to experience a side of popularity to where
Right.
it was never beneficial to you. It was beneficial just to see your friend out of trouble.
Yeah.
Like keep him busy.
Yeah.
Talk to him about the dancing because you can tell it better than anybody.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't remember you dancing in high school. If you did, my bad. But when we were in college and it was me, dad, and my cousin Martin, I don't remember how oh, you had your hat. You had your hat somewhere. You had your hat on the desk or somewhere, and I think you were watching Michael Jackson videos. Something happened, and so I think Dad or Martin asked somebody had asked you if you could dance, and you put on a show. And yo, oh man, I wish I could relive that right now because that was a glorious moment. That was dope. So ever since, because it's already in here that you could dance, right?
Right.
So I remember one time, and my bad. I'm sidetracking. I remember one time I saw somebody dance. It was on a Friday night, and somebody was dancing on the yard on campus. For those flowing on the jargon, someone was dancing on campus, and I was offended. You would think I got these talents, right? Nah. So I was like, nah, I gotta go get Philip. Somebody's dancing on Philip's yard. Banging on the door, bang, 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 bang. Philip, you was watching SmackDown.
Yep.
I said, yo, Philip, you gotta come out there. Somebody's disrespecting you, disrespecting your lineage, your whole legacy, everything. Turn this shit off. My bad. Turn this off and get to it. And it was like getting my big brother to fight for me. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, I'm gonna get somebody for you. So, went and got you, and it felt like, and I think people were following us too because they saw we were walking with purpose.
Yeah.
Extra purpose. So I know we looked like we were gonna jump somebody. But nah, not at all. It was, Philip. Tell him what you did, man. Nah, it was dope. Philip did his thing, and it sparked the attention of everyone on campus, and then you end up doing talent shows, and I was there to support you. They gypped you one time. We ain't gonna talk about that. And it made I couldn't even watch anymore after that because you killed it, and then they gave you, I think, like second or third place. And I was like, yo, he should have got the first. He should have got the first. Yeah. So it was like the college version of the Grammys, man. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like to me. So yeah.
But it's talking about that experience, right? And
you're
with your friend and you having this experience, like it's out of world experience. And you're so happy that your friend is going through this, right?
Right.
And I'm happy on the other end that I get to share this with you because I'm like, yo, though, if you never dragged me to college, I would just left. Like I would have wasted my talent.
Right.
Like, it just sat there because my mother used to dance, so my pops used to dance. So it was just this crazy thing, and so I always had a foot for dancing. It was just in me, always.
Right.
But to go on and win trophies and to win like to go around campus, and you and I both experienced it, and this is where good friends don't get jealous. Because people will run to you, but like, yo, when Dollar Phil dancing again? People will be like, yo, when your manager coming out? Because he got to do the intro. He did Dame Dash.
Of course,
so
of course.
People, sure, he was calling you Dame Dash.
I remember.
I was Usher dropped 8701.
Oh, that's right. They did call you Usher. That's right.
Crazy.
Nah, you were killing it.
It was crazy. I had to do every Usher move, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
But again, invest. You took the time. You could have been done anyway. You could have been getting shorties. You could have been chilling with your homeboys, doing your thing. But you chose to be like, yo, now I'm gonna push my man. I'm gonna make sure he stay out of trouble.
Right.
It wasn't about money because we weren't making enough money.
Of course.
R.I.P. to Dave Miller.
Oh, R.I.P. to Dave. Word. Yes, indeed.
He was pushing like he wanted me to headline every show I had. I had the headline. Boom, 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 boom. it was a beautiful thing, man. But it spoke to you and your genuine love and care for me, and like you wanted that experience, and we got that. And so we could walk away from graduating. We walked away saying, "Yo, for 4 years, we ran the yard."
Right.
Like outside of D9, no disrespect, it was like, "Yo, when I touched the floor, you had to pay attention."
Yeah.
And you was the hype man. You would like there was no bitterness. You were just like, "Yo, I
Of
can't do
course, man.
nothing."
Yo, man, I was thinking about the other day. If I knew how to sing and dance, this is one of those talents. But nah, why not? Why not? I don't. Why not, man?
So, I guess the question is, in your opinion, we go through this. We graduate, and
Right.
then we go our separate ways because I'm going to the military. You going back home. In your opinion, how did the friendship last? What was the driving force in you to say, you know what, my man, baby, in this country, he in that country, that's still my dog? How did you make that last?
Before I answer that, you may have to
Yeah.
remind me because I'm about to go side real quick. I wanna also thank you for always giving me my flowers for the impact I had in your career path, your life path. I've never had to remind you or bring it up. You always give me my flowers. You always tell people, hence this is the first episode of the impact I had on your life. So I appreciate you for even because you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to you could have just said no to the podcast. You could have kept my involvement in your life path to yourself. You tell everyone with the eardrum how I helped you. And I appreciate you for that.
I'm gonna respond to that. I didn't.
All right.
I know it was because I think part of God's plan, right?
Right.
If for those who read the Bible, I think one of the biggest themes in the Bible is friendship. Throughout most of the important people in the Bible, there's this friendship behind it. There's this friendship that continues on a linear path, right? Every important person in the Bible has a friend that pushes them to their max potential, that keeps them grounded. And every now and then you have to remind yourself of the circle that's around you that's keeping you afloat. And I think to the point you're making, it's very important that we recognize the people in our life that keep us afloat. Because if we don't, then we become egotistical and think we did it on our own. We have to recognize that God puts people in our life to keep us focused.
Let me tell you something, bro. That was beautiful. I had to take my damn glasses off. Yo, you ain't tell me he's gonna do all that, man. You ain't tell me you gonna get get biblical.
Nah, come on.
How do I even go behind that?
Oh, answer the question, man.
Yo, I can't quote a verse. Yeah, yo, no. But to answer your original question, that was a dope answer. I cherish our friendship. I cherish our brotherhood. So why wouldn't I keep in touch? I kept in touch with you during high school when you left, when you were in Kentucky. I kept in touch with you when I didn't have no cell phone and I was living with dad and I had to, I would be, who knows what I was doing, man. I would go to the crib and I would go and mess with the caller ID and like backtrack it for that day for the last few hours. And I see you call and I hit you back. Old school. This before I had a phone, before we knew, I think before all that, before technology really took over. So
right.
I figured if I kept in touch with you during high school, why wouldn't I keep in touch with you after college? Why wouldn't I?
Yeah. I think it speaks more to just being grounded in the friendship and understanding that communication works both ways.
Right, exactly. That's really what the sorry to cut you off. That's really the common denominator. It's like we always kept in touch. I think the phone calls were equal. You didn't call me more than I called you.
Right.
Like whenever you came to mind, I was like, "Hey, fella, what's up?" And you do the same thing. It's like a tennis.
Do you think in this world today, when people are just calling people friends, do you think the art of communication is lost?
Um, I do think so, but it could be for different reasons. It could be for different reasons. We're not in. This is not normal times. We've gotten older. We're the new elders now. I got gray hair in my chin. My bad for cursing for the third time. Um, we have families, we have obligations, so we may not be in touch the way we want to. I forgot who has this saying. I think it was Faith Evans. Could be wrong, but it said, "Don't blame my mind. Don't blame my heart. Blame my mind." It's a lot of you don't know what anybody else is going through, and I try to extend grace to everyone. Sometimes it can be hard. Sometimes it can be very challenging, and you want to cut people off. I used to cut people off for less, and I've matured. I've gotten I've extended grace to some who didn't deserve it, to some that have. And yeah, but the long answer is, yeah, times have changed, communication is lost. It's salvageable if you deem it so. If it's something that you want to save, if the friendship is worth it, then that's you communicate, reach out to a person. But on the flip side of things, sometimes you don't even know that you're beefing with someone. You don't even know that there's a disagreement. That's why it doesn't really hurt to shoot someone a text, say, "Hey, hope all is well. Happy New Year." I came across a song or something that made me think of you. Hope all is well.
Yeah, yeah. To that point, I think the art of communication in this day and age, when it comes to friendship, is dead. I think social media has killed the natural ability to communicate, not the fabricated way to communicate. Everybody
Right,
thinks communicating with a like or a heart emoji is communication. The natural way to communication is calling someone, "Hey, how you doing? How's your health? How's your wife and kids? How's that?" We don't do that no more because we're so in tune on the darn phone that we don't take the time to actually pick it up and use it to communicate with somebody. And I think it's so sad that society has gone from being very commutative, if that's a word, I don't know,
communicative. Yeah,
communicating on a daily basis, to now
right,
being in front of a screen and just doing this all day. I think we lost that art, and then we on top of that, Instagram makes you apply the word friend to everybody. So
right,
now you have this weak line of communication that everybody's your friend, and it's not true. And so you don't really communicate with that person because you don't know what that person's going through.
right.
And so, in my opinion, I think it's lost. I think it's dead. But that depends on who you are. And I
And
think
your dynamic with the next person.
I
Yeah,
think you
I
and I
agree.
are sharing that experience to where we can tell people, "Hey, this is your way you should be communicate if this person is your friend, because
Right.
you can't keep throwing that word around."
Of course.
All right,
Of course.
now I'm gonna ask you a personal question because
All
I
right.
want to hear the answer to this.
Oh man. This is unscripted, y'all. I don't know what he's gonna
Yeah,
ask me.
yo, listen,
Yo,
listen.
go ahead, man.
I know the answer to this, but I want it.
You want to hear me say it?
I want the people to hear you say it.
Okay.
Since the time we met in 1996,
hmm
have I changed?
Um, for the better. For the better. I think. I think you've always been the same person. You've elevated. You like certain characteristics you carried over. You've always been disciplined. You've always been focused. It's just you just apply it to different quadrants of your life. You're a husband, you're a father, you're in the Air Force now, and nah, I don't think you. I mean, you have changed. You've improved. That's a better word. You've improved. You've improved. You were good. Now you're great. You know, it's like having a seed and watching the seed grow. You don't like
Okay.
the answer, man?
No, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Oh, all right. Like, yo,
I'm
facial
trying to be
expression is like,
Coach
yo, I
K,
want to hear
yeah.
more than that.
No, you good. Listen. I'm gonna spit this real nice.
Yes,
From King to now,
you're
it's
right.
2 days. It's been 2 days. There was always the Daniel that always had my back, right?
Right.
Never. He was like, yo, out of the whole group, it was like, yo, Philip was the knucklehead. Like, Philip was the freaky Ziki. Or Philip was the yayo. Like, Philip was
Sheik
just a
Luch. You
wild.
was a Sheik Luch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was that guy.
Right.
But now the Danny that I know today, yo, Phil, is that a good move?
Mm.
Yo, Phil, I don't think that, Phil, I don't think that's a smart move. You have become more vocal in both our growth. You've become more disciplined. You have become the leader now. Like, we talk about
That's
this all the
crazy.
time.
It's crazy. It's crazy to listen to it, and it's crazy to. No, you're right. Thank you.
And like, you have become the leader, and part of being friendship is watching somebody grow and going, yeah, he's the leader now. I got to follow his lead on this one.
Right.
Because you take, when you're in a friendship and you're watching somebody grow up and you're watching somebody take on traits that they should have took a long time ago, but now in the bag, you're happy for that person, and now you're understanding, like, yeah, you have changed. I like this. I could,
Right.
like, we're grown to, you have grown to a part where I can leave my kids around you. In all intents and purposes, let's be 100, because men don't talk about this. I can leave my wife around you. You ain't supposed to leave your wife around no man. Nah, that's a true friend. He'll take care. He's good. He's good.
Yeah, of course.
He has a moral obligation to make sure he's a standing husband. He's a husband first. So he's gonna make sure that his brother's wife is straight.
Of course, yeah.
He's gonna make sure the kids are straight if I'm not around. Like, there's a relationship there.
Right.
Like, you have grown to that person now.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful artwork to watch. And I think friendship is like artwork. People may want to put one color, two colors, but you won't get a vibrant view. But if you put multiple colors into it,
like Bob Ross. Yeah, no, I get it. That's eloquently. Yeah, it's dope.
That's what it is. And that's what I think our friendship should be an example for other people out there to not only communicate properly, but to put more paint into the picture. Just don't keep taking from it. Because if you keep taking from something, it dies.
Right.
If you're not giving into it and watching someone grow and going, hey, that's a good lesson. I need to follow that. So yes, I think you changed.
Okay, Doc. Yeah, no, I appreciate. Yeah, yeah. No, all right.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Man, we're talking about friendship. We're talking about experience, the changes, how the friendship lasts. My final question for this podcast episode, man. What's next for you? Like, what's next? How can I help you in your next endeavor?
Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep, just being available, be supportive. And, I think I don't think we need to change anything. I think we have the customized formula that works for us.
I like that. I like that. No, you're right. I posed that question, right, for the audience watching, right? Because every friendship conversation, no matter what happens, whether you disagree with a person or not, friends, Danny can tell you, we don't agree on some of the stuff. We don't agree.
That's true. That's true.
But we don't let that get in the way of what we built. I mean, every conversation in a friendship, hey man, how can I help you? Do you need my help with anything? Because when you do that, you communicate that you care about a person.
True.
You're not just taking from a person. I think a lot of these friendships, Instagram, Facebook, again, the social media generation, is a take. No one gives.
Right.
No one stops to say, yo, how can I help you? You going to do anything?
Right.
You want to see a therapist? There ain't nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. Like,
definitely nothing wrong. Right.
And like, we don't say that much. It's not broadcast enough. So that's why I did it. Since we don't see it on social media, I'll do it. Hey, bro, you good? You need anything from me? Nah, I feel I'm good. Keep doing your thing. Well, I'm going to keep doing my thing. You keep doing your thing. We'll meet in the middle. But you don't see that often. Especially from Black men. You don't see that. And it is getting weird. It's getting weird. So, I'm gonna drop this on y'all because we about to wrap this up. I'm gonna drop this on. If anybody watching this video, you just saw two good friends for the last 30 years talk, have fun, talk about topics, right? But now I'll leave this with you. When you stop watching this video, look at your circle of 5. Look at your 5 closest friends and tell me if they give you a good experience. Tell me if you changed since you met them. Tell me how they making your relationship last. Ask yourself that question, right? And then most importantly, ask yourself, are you the average of your 5 if that's where you want to be? You don't have to listen, you can drop it in the chat. And, hey, I need to change my 5. You can say, hey, I'm good with my 5. But ask yourself those questions, because when you realize something, you realize that the 5 people around you, if they're not bringing you up, then the only thing they're doing is bringing you down. You can't stand still trying to grow. Trees don't stand still when they grow. They move. The ground moves, the root moves, the tree moves, the branches, the leaves, everything moves. So if your circle of 5 is not bringing you up, so I can bring you down. So that's my homework for y'all. Take your 5 closest friends and find the average. And if you're not above the average, you may need to make a change. And if you are the average, then how do you improve that? That's all. And then in the next episode, we'll look at the comments. We'll see what's up. We'll see if society is honest with each other, or we'll see if y'all playing a fraud. My luck, I hope y'all listening. That's just my luck. Danny, before I let you go, the fight's tomorrow. Lopez, Shakur, who you got?
Lopez.
Ooh. Oh, I wasn't expecting that one.
Oh, man. Funny dude,
you
man.
can really go with Lopez?
I don't care, man. Cause I ain't going. I ain't know you gonna ask me a follow-up question. Nah. Maybe Shakur. I don't know, man. I'll let you know in the first round.
Listen, I got Shakur. He's boring, but he's defensive. But he doesn't knock people out. I got Shakur around 12.
Is it spelled like Tupac? Like Tupac Shakur? Or is it spelled another way?
Nah, Stevenson Shakur, man.
How you spell it?
Stevenson Shakur, man.
Right. The last name is Shakur.
Yeah, the last name is Shakur. Yeah. I think he fight back home tomorrow, Madison Square Garden.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Oh, man. See, here we go. I don't know if you see this note. You see it?
Nah, what's the note?
So I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it says Lopez Shakur playing games. I think we need a knockout.
Who said that?
Nautica NC. I think that's Tamori, man. I think Tamori out here, man.
Tamori, what up?
Tamori's out here. What up, baby?
That's what's up, man.
I think, I want to knock out too, but we all know Shakur don't knock people out. So.
Oh, he gonna get knocked out then. And I was right. Lopez got it. Told y'all Lopez got it.
This has been dope, man. This has been dope. This is week 1. 7 episodes left. I hope people learn something from this, man. If not, I don't know what to tell people.
Hey, we tried, right?
Listen, that's all I can do. I'm going to sign off. This is Dollar Bill Phil, BKA Mush, BKA. I don't think since that's back there, can we do BKA? No,
why not, man? Why not? It's mush. Hold on, man. Do one of the certificates or degrees have mush on it?
Yeah.
Maybe it does. Did you write it? Did you write mush on it?
Yo, you know what? No, I did not. Mush is
well.
I see where you're going. You know what? You're right. Okay, got it. This is Dr. Bailey. Dr. Bailey, I'm with the guy, Danny Gravy Beard.
You about to say Gravy Beard?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Danny Gray Beard. That's great with the E.
Man. It's great, man.
Oh man.
Get used to this, man.
Yo, I in the bathroom not too long ago. I saw I got gray hair in my mustache. So over. All this about to be gray, man.
Yo, just don't do just for me on the beard, man. Try to
nah. That's why I'm keeping it.
I got you with a just for me kit. I'm alive.
Never.
Oh man,
never.
My man gonna have the just for me kit. Just
never.
Grays in here.
Never. This is who I am, man. This is who I am. Embrace the gray.
Yo, you should have an artist like draw your face with gray hair in it, like a cartoonish version. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. All right, we got to sign off. YouTube, we appreciate it. Riverside.com, we appreciate it. It's the Bailey Gang of Friends.
Tune in next week, y'all.
Revival. Same time, same channel, next week, same time. Y'all know what it is.
Peace.